Number one, there's nothing wrong with still in flows, still in styles. I think everybody does it.
Yo. We are the Lamar's Wise.
Check out the full podcast. Link below.
Next topic: copying flows. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it something that artists should do comfortably? Is it something that, should turn fans off? I was listening to a new song that just dropped. Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar dropped a new song called The Hillbillies. Mad fans were accusing Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar of stealing Drake's whole, in the word to quote Soulja Boy, he stole my whole flow.
Word for word, bar for bar.
They were accusing them dudes of stealing Drake's whole style and flow on Sticky. You know how sticky it gets.
I think that was the best song
I just might change your life. We ain't wearing no Giuseppe jeans. We ain't doing none of normal things. Do you know what formal means?
With that being said, the debate to me kind of played around in my mind. I was like, yo, are fans right to say they stole the style? And even if they did steal the style from Drake, is that wrong? As fans, how should we receive people taking bits and pieces from other people's styles? As I answered the question for myself, I'm like, styles have been stolen from day one. Like, I don't think there's any original style. We're all gonna bite off of people, whether you do it intentionally or not. What to me makes it flattering or consider paying homage, if you take it and make it your own. If you do it in a manner in which clearly shows your influence, and I brought this up as well. I was telling you that Baby Keem, when he tweeted that the song dropped, in parentheses, besides the Hillbillies, he literally said sticky dub. Mm-hmm. Like, that is the epitome of, I am openly showing you that I'm paying homage to a style of music that, to me, I think is dope and I want to recreate, right? And I'm not saying every artist needs to do that, like make it blatantly obvious. But what I'm trying to say is, number one, there's nothing wrong with still in flows, still in styles. I think everybody does it. I just personally think where it can be considered distasteful, disrespectful, is if you ask that person, where'd you get that from, and they don't acknowledge where they got it from. Mm-hmm. They try to act like they created it, where the origins of that style that they took came from. I think that's where it gets a little distasteful. But at the same time, as a fan of music, sometimes styles can get stolen too much, and it can get a little, watered down. Like we can tend to lose the origins of where somebody got the style from, or you can just get tired of a style as a whole. People accuse Gunna, when he first dropped, sounding like Young Thug. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he did. If you listen to early Lil Keith, just to stick into that crew, Lil Keith sound like Thug. Is that wrong? I don't think so. I think it's only wrong personally when you don't have a defining factor in what you're doing with the approach. If you don't figure out your own take on that style and make it your own, I think that's where it becomes a problem. Even stealing a sound for a beat, if we're talking about from a producing standpoint, is a bad thing. It's not.
I generally agree with what you're saying, but certain words need to just be switched. I would say certain artists are influenced. There's a difference between some still, I agree, but then some are influenced by certain styles. Then some want to just straight up take it. I think what you would label Kendrick and Baby Keem doing was having fun with that style, not stealing it. They don't want to monetize off it. They don't want popularity. They don't want. I mean, that's probably not the purpose, but they don't want to claim it was theirs, that they're doing it better. They were having fun with it. As you were talking, what it came to my mind? Toosii, hella talented dude. He reminds me a little bit of like Tory Lanez, where, versatile, really likes R&B.
It's a great comparison.
He can rap. He reminds me of like Tory Lanez. So I'm in the middle of reviewing his album. He just dropped a new album.
Yep.
And right now, he's booming because of his song, My Favorite Love Song.
Favorite song.
Thing that came to my mind was Rod Wave. That sounds like a very Rod Wave song to me. And I was listening to his album, and he has a lot of songs on the album that to me remind me of Rod Wave. What does a Rod Wave song sound like? emotional.
We know. Yeah.
Those little samples.
Got the either the piano or the guitar
pouring
oh,
out
man.
your passion. I love me some Rod Wave, but my favorite song is going to end up being bigger than anything Rod Wave has made. My favorite song is a big
that joint
song.
has gone viral on TikTok. I think
It's going to be bigger.
I saw the video for the first time a couple days ago. It had like 50 million views.
It's going to be bigger than anything Rod Wave. Because as contrary to popular belief, I've listened to every Rod Wave project in the last 2-3 years. I cannot name a Rod Wave song off the top of my head right now. There's plenty that I love. Don't get me wrong. But like, there's never been that one Rod Wave song that I can just name off the top of my head. My favorite song is going to be one of the best songs of 2023. And, Toosie's getting his credit. And when you look back at it, I don't know how many people actually know that's Rod Wave's style. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is it depends, who takes what, right? I think when Kendrick takes Drake's style, that's cool. Like two goats, not so known, just hidden competition going on. You know what I mean?
Play into the beef.
J. Cole
or
took
whatever there is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
J. Cole took Drake's song, and he made his own like freestyle to it. What was it?
He just rapped over
It was
the
an R&B.
beat.
He
That's
did
all
it, but
was.
in the song he admitted. He said in the song.
He said K. Dot and Drake, they superstars. to me. He
Superstars,
said, I got
exactly.
something.
Some people say that I'm running third. They threw the bronze at me. Behind Drake and Dot, yeah, them niggas is superstars to me.
Exactly.
3 or whatever
Exactly.
it was, yeah.
Exactly. So that's cool to me when people do that. But then there's the stage where the person's in the middle of blowing up, and then somebody likes that style. They take it, they run with it, and now it's like we don't know if that person fully got the credit they deserve. And I don't want to take anything away. I know Toosie's super talented, but I feel bad for people that may not know Rod Wave's music, that like, yo, if you think my favorite song is good, like Rod Wave has been putting out great music that sounds like this for years. That's the one I feel the most sympathy for.
And what's funny is I don't know if you noticed, he actually went on tour with
Rod
Rod Wave
Wave.
and Mariah the Scientist,
Yeah.
where Rod Wave was clearly, there was Rod Wave's tour. He's the headliner.
Yeah.
They're doing arena tours around the entire USA. So when you say people don't know Rod Wave, I would actually argue, bro, more people know.
I said if you don't know.
but that's true.
Yeah. Not saying they don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to make sure you say, because I'm like, let's be very clear.
If you're
Rod Wave
not
is
familiar.
a way bigger artist.
Oh, of course.
By
but
far.
I'm saying if you're not familiar.
Got you.
with Rod Wave.
Okay.
Ironically, my favorite song is one of those songs that I think you can walk into like Rack Room Shoes right now and hear it. I think it's going to be one of those songs that you just randomly hear all the time.
I'm gonna go
everywhere.
I'm gonna go as far to say
it's a hit.
Absolutely. But I'm gonna go as far. I'm actually gonna go as far to say that is a classic song.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's to the point where you talking about Rack Room Shoes and all these other businesses that not even in business, bro. That song's gonna be played at weddings. That song's gonna be played at
like he has
every
one.
type of function.
He has one. But
off of a style that you could argue is someone else's.
My only concern, because I've never been on the wave of people jacking my flow. It's just human nature. When you like something, so if you're an artist and you expect me to like your music, then you got to expect me to be influenced by your music, which means you got to expect me to maybe take some of your flow, maybe take some of your style. I like your music.
So you kind of agree with me then, in a sense
100%
that
agree.
on the flip side, because there has to be a breaking point.
Yeah.
At what point does being inspired by a style become disrespectful?
Okay.
At what point?
Let me not say disrespectful. I don't like what people are doing with Drake. So notice how Drake, people just took his style. Now, the problem that I don't like about Drake's situation, people that are taking his style, is notice how I said, I'm not the type of person that's like, you jack my flow, I have a problem with it, or you jack my style of music, whatever. But people are jacking Drake's purpose as a rapper. When Drake was one of the first people to be a heartbreak dude, man, I'm vulnerable.
I better find your loving. I better find your heart.
People started jacking like, that's what's hot. I'm going to start rapping like a vulnerable person. That was Drake's purpose as a rapper. When you start jacking the person's purpose, Like some people are jacking Eminem. When Eminem came out, Eminem was like, I'm gonna be this wild, crazy dude. That's my purpose as a rapper. And then somebody distastefully takes it. Now I want to be crazy like Eminem. No, that to me, I don't care for. Jacking somebody's purpose.
But isn't somebody's flow, or if you go even way higher, F the flow, let's just say their style or approach to music, doesn't that tie to their approach and their purpose? Like you're using the word purpose, but really what I'm getting at is someone's brand. Think about Juice WRLD, his entire purpose, drug addict, sad boy, heartbroken, girl broke his heart, he's turning to drugs. I'm not saying he's the only person who's ever taken this approach. I'm not saying he's going to be the last person to ever take this approach. I'm saying more recently he popularized that. And I noticed a complete wave of artists take the man's entire swagger, the branding, the hair, the musical content.
I don't love that.
The production style.
I don't love that.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? That's too far. I'm saying like the purpose part, because we all know, like everybody knows when you're listening to music, stuff sound authentic or stuff don't sound authentic. If you're going into the game and saying, I'm going to go into the game and be Juice WRLD, I don't like that. Get into the rap game with your own unique story. That to me, okay. But don't just like think that you can just hop into the rap game taking somebody else's story or purpose. Maybe your story aligns with Juice WRLD's, but when it's all said and done, we're going to find out, because the authenticity is going to tell us. The Kid LAROI. The whole time I was like, yo, the Kid LAROI is just a white Juice WRLD. That was my way of thinking. But as time went by, this actually feels authentic. Like this actually feels like who he is.
One of the things that I pay attention to the most, that's the number one thing, is how authentic someone sounds over a song. I'm telling you, that to me, if that don't connect, there's a good chance I won't go back. Authenticity is definitely a big thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad we had that combo, because I think that like a lot of people just automatically think stealing styles is like a bad thing. They call people. So. They call people out all the time. Hey, you jacking his swag? I'm like, bro, like I just
Listen to the full episode. Link below.